Not out there.
Very subtle, very subtle.
I try. This is her third speech. We have watched her come in as table topics. She immediately participated in our table topics contest. She is a go-getter. She is a love coach, and she's going to be speaking today on self-esteem. Danielle Davis, come on in. This is the second time I've got to present you, too.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. Hi, I'm Danielle, and I'm a person. I'd like to speak with you today about self-esteem. It's a topic that's near and dear to my heart because, you see, I used to be emotionally and spiritually immature. And no matter how many books I read, or no matter how many exercises I did, or homework I did, or things I tried to do to change this in my life, I couldn't become emotionally and spiritually mature because I realized I suffered from low self-esteem. I didn't look the way that I would imagine most of us think of someone who looks when we think of low self-esteem, someone that's maybe seemingly discouraged or taciturn or small or confined. But instead I was outgoing and enthusiastic, and it's because I had esteem, but I actually had other esteem. And it was only until all of the external things I was using as a source of esteem were taken away from me that I realized I didn't have self-esteem. And so what I did was I had a coach, and I also did some exercises to help improve my self-esteem. And that's what I'd like to talk to you guys about with today. Let me see a show of hands for who thinks self-esteem is generated within the self. That makes sense, right? Right? Self-esteem, the naming of it, implies that it comes from within the self. But in my experience, not only with my own journey, but with countless of people I've worked with as a love coach since, is self-esteem doesn't originate within the self. Self-esteem actually originates first by someone else mirroring our worth. And what this actually means for us is that we have to have this kindling of fire within us that's able to be lit, but it's only when someone else comes and brings their warmth and love and acceptance and mirrors for us our inherent worth. They light our fire, and then we can keep it lit after that. So self-esteem by itself is actually kind of a misnomer. It's not something that I can just develop in isolation by myself. But this is great and wonderful news for all of us, because most of us in here are in some capacity coaches, or mentors, or parents, or even as friends. We can be a mirror of love and warmth and acceptance for other people that can help them within their own journeys. We can bring to other people that we're servicing the warmth needed to light their fire. Because people can know, just like I did, in their head that they're worthy, but if they're not actually feeling warmth generated from within themselves about their inherent value just for being, not because of anything that they do or these accomplishments that they're trying to achieve, but instead, as we're in a position of guiding and mentoring, we can actually step into a role of just affirming their worth by giving them time and attention. And for most of us in here, as we go into the role of mentor or coach, we think, oh, well, we need to give them guidance. Well, most of the time, we can just give time and attention first, and this mirroring of love, of smiling when someone comes to us and has these problems, and giving them the assurance that they're right where they need to be. And the time and the attention that we give them can actually be more vital to them moving forward in their journey than even the little bit of guidance that we give. And even sometimes we can be frustrated when they don't take that guidance. That's okay too, because they're exactly where they need to be and everything is perfect. With me and my journey, that's what I did. I had someone else affirm my self-worth, and that actually gave me enough confidence to start feeling good on my own, despite all of the problems I was bringing to this person. And it helped me out immensely. And so each of you has that same capacity for someone else. Also though, there is a little trick that I learned for building self-esteem that in my own experience and in several others' experience as well has been the critical point of having their own generation of this, even though it seems, like I said originally, that we can't necessarily do this ourselves. A trick is to use the mirror. We can actually use the mirror to start affirming our own self-worth, and it's almost as if it's coming back from someone else. What I did was I started to look in the mirror for 3 minutes in the morning and at night, and I would say, Danielle, I love you, and I accept you exactly the way that you are. And I'd repeat this over and over. And what that did for me was it started to become me saying it to me, but then also me saying it back to this other part of me that I didn't really accept and didn't really know. And then it started to become me saying it to the universe, and the universe saying it back to me. And it broke some sort of barrier for me, where then there was a point that was like, I love you. And the funny thing is anyone that I've ever had try this exercise actually has a similar breakthrough or breakdown that occurs. Even people that have really great self-esteem, this is a wonderful exercise. And so I actually would like to challenge each one of you guys in here, even if it seems really easy, I say, try it on for size. Because you might find a benefit and a gift that then once you've done it, maybe you can pass that gift on as an exercise technique for other people to use as well. So again, that would be you looking in the mirror, saying your name, and then repeating, I love you, and I accept you exactly the way that you are for 3 minutes in the morning and at night for 2 weeks. Today, my life is a miracle because as I believe that I'm inherently worthy as a person, no matter what exercises I do, or no matter what books I read, or no matter what experiences I have in life, all of them serve me for my self-growth and my maturing emotionally and spiritually as a person. I want to empower each of you in here to know that you can help change someone else's life by simply bringing the warmth of your fire to help light their fires. Thank you so much.